Well, I wondered if any outlet would be bold enough to award Cyberpunk 2077 their Game of the Year in 2021. While I believe a few have, one has stood out more than most, given its prominence. That would be IGN Japan, a surprising pick for an outlet to give that honor to Cyberpunk 2077. IGN Japan just released its top 10 games of the year, and while the rest of the list is not full of huge shocks, Cyberpunk 2077 landing at number 1 is certainly different. Here's their list again. I'd say nothing about that list stands out as unusual except Cyberpunk at number 1, as it's not like IGN Japan has wildly different tastes than the rest of the world, given those other games. So, why did they award Cyberpunk its top honor? Here's a loose translation, via Google. There will be pros and cons to Cyberpunk 2077, which was in flames due to a flaw in the console version. However, IGN Japan members, including freelance writers, have gained a lot of support. The main reason is that the stage called Night City created by this work was a massive density and sense that other open-world games do not have. The world, which is designed from small signboards to residents, gives you a special feeling just by walking. The gameplay itself didn't go far beyond existing work, but the desperate episodes of a cruel future unfolding on a fascinating stage and the bizarre urban legends that go far beyond our common sense is original. It's overflowing. And the relationship between Johnny Silverhand played by Keanu Reeves and the player character gives a mature ending that makes us think deeply about the question, what is a real hero? And this work is a masterpiece that remains in history. It was enough to say. Susumu ImaiIt. It's important to note that they do specify the PC version here, as it really is a wildly different experience than the console version, and if to separate it out like that, yeah, I can see why Cyberpunk could land on some more GOTY lists, including my own, which I do think it's important to note that Cyberpunk 2077 does have its share of high-profile Japanese fans, where it seems to have landed better overall than in the West. Smash Bros. Director Masahiro Sakurai has had high praise for Cyberpunk 2077, which he calls his dream game. He also understands why the game struggled in various technical ways. When your game pushes boundaries the way Cyberpunk 2077 does, be it during development or at release, it won't reach